Hello everybody, I am Charlie Tolhurst and welcome to Chaz's Squash, the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel today, and of course to a new motorsport themed section on my YouTube channel. It's a new playlist called Motorsport Corner in which we review all the latest motorsport news, and this is the British Touring Car Championship, what we're focusing on today. This is a new BTCC episode list that's coming out, and it's going to start, of course, Motorsport Corner is going to start off with a review of the British Touring Car Championship action at Snetterton. I have to say, guys, if you're a big fan of the British Touring Car Championship, it certainly was a great weekend at Snetterton. We had lovely weather, we had 3 great races. It was a shame that the Formula 1 was cancelled at the weekend. The Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, of course, was rained out. Many Formula 1 fans, of course, tuned in instead to watch 3 absolute barnstorming touring car races. And all I can say is, for one thing, Formula 1 fans certainly got what they wanted. They got lots of great action. So I'm going to go over some of the results now from the 3 races and give you my take on what happened. Because there was lots to talk about, including changes to race 3's results, which I'll come on to in a minute. So, the first 2 races were dominated by Ash Sutton. Yes, he took 4 wins in a row. He won, of course, the last 2 races, just previously out at Brands Indy, of course. And Sutton done it again. 2 wins, 4 wins in a row, 2 wins back-to-back again, starting off the weekend at Snetterton. He didn't have it easy, though, in that first race. Jake Hill, in one of the MB Motorsport ran BMWs, came a very close second place in race 1. Colin Turkington finished 3rd after a late battle with Hill. Adam Morgan was 4th. Stephen Jelley was 5th. Daniel Rowbottom was 7th as well. Josh Cook was 8th. 9th went the way of Roy Butcher and Aaron Taylor-Smith, finishing 10th. He had a very eventful day, did Aaron Taylor-Smith. Again, more on him later. Race 1 certainly was filled plenty of drama. Then in race 2, the dominance for Ash Sutton was maintained. The top 3 were unchanged from the first race, with Sutton, Hill and Turkington the top 3. 4th was Dan Rowbottom. Adam Morgan was 5th as well in the BMW. Stephen Jelley got 6th and would get reverse grid pole for the final race of the day. Tom Ingram was 7th, despite not feeling 100% all weekend. Rory Butcher was 8th in that race. Sam Osborne was 9th. Dan Lloyd was 10th. Dan Lloyd was 10th. Dan Camish was 11th. Aaron Taylor-Smith was 12th there. And they were all sort of in that area of being reversed. Now, in race 3, this was the race I watched. Obviously, as you guys know, the British Touring Car Championship debuted a new option tyre for this season. So we got a chance to see all 3 of the cars in race 3 running different tyre strategies. Yes, we knew what tyres everyone was on. Obviously, Ash Sutton, the winner of the first 2 races, went for the hard tyre. There was many soft tyre runners on the field, the likes of Rory Butcher, Dan Camish were on the soft. Dan Rowbottom elected to go for mediums. We also saw, as well, both Napa Racing cars, Aidan Moffat also running the soft tyre on both. Actually, not by both. One Motorsports ran that. Napa Racing elected to put Camish on the soft tyre, and then ran with the other 2 compounds, Rowbottom on mediums, Sutton on hards. So there was plenty of tyre strategies in that race as well, and obviously Tom Ingram going on mediums and winning the race, overtaking Roy Butcher on softs, and it was a great race. Honestly, I have to say, the race was very entertaining. It also saw a delayed start. Unfortunately, George Gamble's Speedworks Motorsport car, his Toyota Corolla, unfortunately had an issue before the start of the race of race 3, so that's why the start was delayed. We got fewer laps of racing. Instead of 12 laps, we got the 11 laps that was given, and there was plenty of highlights in that race as well. As you know, Tom Ingram ended up coming out on top in that. He cruised through, he got through the field, despite having bad starts throughout the day, winning race 3. What a win for Tom Ingram. Puts himself onto the championship rostrum already, and gives him a shot this year at potentially another title. He won the title last year, of course, did Tom Ingram, and he won the race. Now, as you can see, the results were changed because Dan Camish originally finished in second position. However, though, everyone from Rory Butcher upwards will move up a place because Dan Camish was disqualified post-race after failing post-race ride height checks. Unfortunately, it was, I think, a Parc Ferme breach why the Napa Racing UK Ford Focus ST of Dan Camish was disqualified. Despite making a mistake in qualifying, he ended up disqualified from the race. So Rory Butcher inherited second. Dan Rowbottom ended up on the podium in third. Ash Sutton got a huge haul of points with a fourth place. And Josh Cook, probably one of the drivers of the day, started the race in 26th on the grid, finished in originally P6 but moves up to 5th. What a result for Josh Cook. The soft tyres on that One Motorsport Honda really just giving him so much pace, and honestly, he done really well in that car. Stephen Jelly came home 6th. Colin Turkington was 7th. Ahead of Aidan Moffat, again another strong drive from him in 8th in the other of the One Motorsport cars. Adam Morgan was 9th and Jake Hill was 10th. Unfortunately, if you were an NB Motorsport car or if you were any one of the WSR BMWs in that race, you kind of messed your strategy up because we put all of your cars and all of your drivers on the hard tyre, including Stephen Jelly, who still finished in 6th, but the other drivers and Josh Cook was able to breeze past all of the BMWs there as well in that race. It just got to a point where all of their cars, and they started tripping over each other. Jake Hill had a bit of contact with Colin Turkington as well. And there was also a collision in that race. Josh Cook and Aaron Taylor-Smith both had a collision in race 3. Thankfully, Josh Cook did come out of that. Unfortunately, Aaron Taylor-Smith ended up 9 laps down in the end. I think he suffered suspension damage. Ronan Pearson also had an issue. Nick Hamilton did as well. Nick Halstead was miles behind. So that was really all the action from Snetterton. It was a very entertaining race. Lots of action in race 3 especially. With the hybrid being used and the tyres certainly coming in. What does that mean now for the overall championship? Well, let's have a look now. Because this is about to get very, very exciting. With the actual standing. So, Ash Sutton now leads the championship by just 8 points from Tom Ingram in second place. And behind now, slightly further behind there, Colin Turkington is in third position on 109 points. And he's slightly behind there. I think he's about 26 behind Sutton in the championship. Dan Camish is fourth. Jake Hill and Dan Camish both tied on points, but obviously Camish is in front because he won more races. Rowbottom is up to 6th. So 3 Napa Racing machinery in the top 6, in the top 10 as well. Very strong. Adam Morgan was 7th, Roy Butcher 8th, Josh Cook 9th. Bobby Thompson in 10th. He didn't have a particularly strong weekend in Snetterton did. Bobby Thompson as well. And also Jack Sears Trophy. This is for drivers that have not scored a podium. It's Sam Osborne currently leading that one as well. You've also got Dexter Patterson, Ronan Pearson, Mikey Doble there as well in that championship. We did see Aaron Taylor-Smith putting up some really good defending during one of the races as well. He certainly got his elbows out of other drivers. I think certainly during race 3. In terms of the calendar, the next British Touring Car Championship race is going to be on the 3rd to the 4th of June. That is, I believe, just over I think it's around a couple of weeks' time. Yes, 1st to the 4th of June. I think it's a week on Sunday. Week when we have the next race. That will be at Thruxton. This is a front-wheel drive circuit. Very favours front-wheel drive. Josh Cook, again, absolutely loves this circuit. He's very good round there. I hope Josh Cook can replicate what he done in the past at Thruxton to this season. He's going to have a tough weekend to try and get some big points. But as I'm saying, with it being quite a very fast circuit, probably the fastest track the cars will go to all season for average speed, I do think that it will be a front-wheel drive circuit, and we will see the strength coming in of many of the front-wheel drive cars. When we get to Croft, I think the rear-wheel drives will be a little bit more ahead in terms of advantage with a more technical lap. But that's all from this video here of the BTCC review of rounds 7, 8 and 9 of the 2023 Championship at Snetterton. Hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll alert you when new videos go online. As well, thank you so much for listening, everyone. Take care, and goodbye.